what that something is number one, my artwork. I think I actually shared this the last time. Oh no, I did not share this, but since the last time I have been on here, I have completed this painting, and I really wanted to get it digitized because I had the initial intention to get it digitized and turned into a journal. And so that's what I did today. I went to a local print shop and I had them digitize it. I'm gonna show you what it looks like digitized. I'm still deciding. I think it will work. I think I will have to edit it in something like Photoshop just to spruce it up a little bit. But I am satisfied with the result. I'm gonna pull it up today. I went to Optimum Printing in St. Croix. They always do an amazing job. Stickers, labels, anything that I've had them print in the past, they have done an amazing job. So I went back to them today, and this is how the digital came out. So I really like it. Let me show you the original. Whoa. So you can see the digital. So this is the digital. I can put them side by side. I'm gonna try to balance it. This is the digital. This is the original. So you can see it's a little bit green, or the digital one is a little greener. I may have to go back in and edit it, but it's a pretty, I can't complain. And then this little yellow painting right here, I also got this digitized because I'm going to turn this into a greeting card. And this one also came out pretty bright. I will definitely have to go back in and edit it because compared to the original painting, I just feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm being, no, I don't know if I'm being picky, but I just think it needs a little bit of editing. So I'm going to do that today. I'm really excited about it. I had this idea that I wanted to change some things that I'm doing in my business currently. So currently, as it stands, I order all of my journals ahead of time because I don't want to deal with assembling journals, printing things out, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I get my journals manufactured from off island, off of, not in the place that I live. But I had this idea that maybe I could do things differently by having all of the materials that I need for my journals and my greeting cards printed, and I manufacture them. I think that's kind of a, I won't say a better idea because I'm still playing around with it. So I don't know if it's going to be, if it's going to be the right option just yet. I'm still experimenting, but I think it will be, well, what's making it worth the experimentation is, number one, I'm going to be doing business locally. So I'm going to be, instead of using an offshore printer, I'm using a local printer. And then the other good thing is that they're going to be handling all the printing, anything like that. So I don't have to configure ink, computer settings, all of that. I've done that before with the first time that I ever sold greeting cards, and it wasn't bad, but I don't think I want that headache. I think I want to focus on the manufacturing part, or not the manufacturing, the assembling part of creating journals and greeting cards. Let me take a sip of water. Okay, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how this experimentation goes, and I'll be sure to let you know. There was something else I was going to say in regards to journaling, and I think what that was is, oh yes, I saw this machine, and I've known about this machine for a while. Let me look it up so I can show you. It's called a cincher. I think it's called a cincher, or either that's the brand that is underneath. But what the cincher does is it pokes holes into the journal covers. That is the one thing that I don't have. And I feel that if I get that, I will also be able to produce my own hardcover journals, because hardcover journals are obviously more higher in quality, but that means they also cost a little bit more to manufacture. And since I'm at the beginning stages of my journal and greeting card business, maybe I should call it a stationery business, journal and greeting card business. I do not want to spend too much money on, I lost my train of thought, but long story short, oh, that's where I was going. Okay, so I don't want to spend too much money on hardcover journals. That's why I started off small with the spiral journals. But if I get this machine called the Cincher, it will be a game changer. And since I've been playing around with learning how to create my own journals by hand binding them, I learned what goes inside of a hardcover journal, and now I feel like I can do that process myself. And it's basically just a chipboard. Like a chipboard goes inside of the hardcover, and then you wrap the cover with whatever decoration you want to use, whether that be vinyl paper, whether that be like book board paper, whatever. So I'm going to try getting this Cincher, and I'm going to try seeing if I can bind it all myself and have my printer, Optimal Printing, print it out. I think it's worth a try. And something else I didn't say today either. So as I've been looking around different greeting card manufacturers, I'm finding that the price that I can have my greeting cards printed is just not, it's not going to allow me to leverage low cost. It's going to be too expensive. So the other thing that I did today at Optimal Printing was see how much these two were. This is a glossy paper, so I think the glossy might look good with something like this. And then I have the matte paper, and both of these were $1.95. So I figured I could probably get at least 4 greeting cards on this one paper. And if I want to do a bigger size, then maybe 2 greeting cards. So for $1.95, matter of fact, let me do the math now. I kind of did a little quick math in my head. But let's just say if I can get 4 greeting cards printed on these papers for $1.95. Honestly, I don't even feel like doing the math. I'm about to get on the calculator. So the math that I am doing right now is 4 divided by $1.95. And that's going to tell me how much each each greeting card is going to be costing me. $1.95 divided by 4 is 48 cents. So initially it would cost me 50 cents for each card. So I'm liking that. I'm liking how that sounds versus like other places where I'm paying like $5. And that's not gonna be, I won't be able to, I can't work with that. I can't work with that. So additionally, with this price, I will be able to sell in bulk. I will also be able to sell greeting card boxes where there's like 10 in a box, and I sell it like that. So I'm really happy about finding out the pricing, working with this local company. I think it could possibly go well. We'll see. I'll keep you in the loop. Okay, so let me go back to showing you the Cincher. Again, the Cincher is like a thing where you can punch holes in notebook covers. So Cincher for notebooks. I'm going on Amazon. I know that, yeah, I'm just gonna go on Amazon. Okay, maybe it's not called the Cincher. I'm just gonna say notebook binder. And then I'll know which one. I will know which one is, which one by the look of it. Notebook binder, hole puncher. I just have to explain it because I don't know what this thing is called. Okay, so I've come across a few that are off brand, but the one that I've been seeing the most is, okay, they have one that's $29. It has 209 reviews. I'm tempted to try that one out. I'm very tempted. But then they have the original one, which is, where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Okay, give me a sec. Let me find it. Okay, I don't know where it is right now. I saw it the other day. I don't know if I added it to my cart. They have it's called the binding machine. So there's one for $139. That one I did not see the other day. I'm just seeing that one now. But oh wait, they have this one for $47. This is by Make Easy. It has really good reviews. That could possibly be a good one. And this is what it says. So it has 21 holes. It comes in black, blue, and pink. And it has the maximum capacity of 450 sheets. Another thing with this too is I would be able to make custom journals if I decide to do that. I don't know if that's going to be something I do yet, but it's a possibility. Now, let me go to the reviews, because sometimes the reviews show you how people have actually used it in day-to-day life. Because I'm looking at the product photo, and the product photo looks like it's those old school reports that people are binding. So let me see. Let me see. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing someone who has created a journal. I wouldn't think to use this binding because I've never thought to use this type of binding. I don't really see this type of binding in stores. But I'm also not opposed to binding my journals like that. I'm really not. And you see hers was a guided journal for grief. I wonder what paper she used inside of it. So, this is why I like to look at products photos, because you really get to see how people are using their journals. Okay, so I see people are binding notebooks. I guess I could use this. I really could. I think where the investment would have to come in is the paper, because the paper needs to be high quality. I feel like that's something very important for journals. And then I'm also open to this being a journal, but it just being one version of a journal. It not being the only journal that I carry. I'm still deciding. I'm still. So let me just come out of this. Let me find the original one that I'm looking for, because the original one was really interesting because it also had these really cool coils. And I really like the way that the coils looked. Okay, this is interesting. This is a mini binding machine. This is a mini binding machine. Let me show you. So this one binds mini notebooks. And that would be honestly cool too, because mini notebooks. Right now I just have 8.5 by 11. I actually think it may be smaller than that. Okay, I've got to find this. I've got to find the original one. Okay, let me go to my cart. Let me go to my cart. It's not in my cart. Okay, let me look it up again. So I think this is called a journal. I don't know, journal hole puncher? Matter of fact, let me do a little Google. Oh gosh, I just thought of another idea. I'm just thinking of ideas on top of ideas on top of ideas. Does that happen to you when you're thinking about something else? This is why I have sticky notes. I'm always having ideas on top of ideas on top of ideas on top of ideas. Okay, so what I'm looking for right now is, I thought it was called the Censure. I'm just gonna look up by keywords. Censure for notebooks tool. Oh Lord. Oh, it's called Cinch. It's not called Censure, it's called Cinch. So let me go back Let me go back. It's called the cinch. Okay, I have it. Finally got it. Okay. So this is a We Are Memory Keepers. That's the brand, I think. And the tool is called Cinch. And this is what it looks like. This one is $100. The one in my cart is $27. It might be wise to invest in the one that is the least expensive. And the reason why I say that is because as I've been building this journal business, this stationery business, I've been learning from past mistakes by investing a little bit and just testing out the first go round, the second go round, the third go round. And if it's worth it to upgrade, then I will. But if it's not, I'm not going to. For example, I may get the cheaper one and it may do a great job. I may get the cinch and not like it. I may get the cheaper one and like it and then decide, okay, now I'm gonna upgrade to the cinch. And let me show you another reason why I like the cinch too. Let's go through the product images. Some of the images that I'm seeing are like the binding is just so, I mean, the coils, like I just love the gold coils. Like that's so cute. Looks very premium. This is the box that it comes in. Now seeing this, I'm like, maybe I should just get the cinch. Maybe I should just get the cinch. I might get the cinch. I might just take a leap of faith and get the cinch. Because, look at this. Somebody made a recipe book. That's amazing. Okay, next one. And I also need to research what else I need with the cinch. Yeah, like what materials. I see that I'm gonna need the wire, I'm gonna need the paper, I'm going to need to know, yeah. But I'm liking the research that I found so far. I'm scrolling through to see if there's anything else to show you and to show myself, just to get some inspiration of all the possibilities. Okay. So it's called the cinch. It's got some pretty reviews. People are saying it's easy to use. They say it works for punching holes. That's another thing, it punches holes. Okay. So I think I may make the investment. I think I may. Now let me go look at the other one. They also have another one that's $79, and that one is also for journaling and printmaking. And I think this is the one I saw the other day, because now with this one, you can do interesting binding. You can bind it with a plastic. You can do both wire binding and then these little plastic rings. So I do like that. And I don't really, whoa. This might also be convenient too for when I hand make journals, because it will punch holes. So I'm still a little bit undecided. I will be back to let you know which one I decide to choose. Let me know your thoughts if you're watching this in the comment. Which one should I get? Should I invest in the one that's a little bit more expensive, or should I just dip my feet in binding my journals myself and going with the most affordable one? What should I do? Let me know. And until next time,